everyone, and welcome to another fabulous edition with 411. We've got Berkeley, the Berkeley Puckitt with us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we're talking all things telethon today.
Yes, we are. It's actually been a little while since I've been on the show. So
I know.
Thank you for having me. All the girls have been helping and promoting everything. But yes, we are full speed ahead with telethon season for Rehab. So it's like holiday time and then it's telethon time.
And then telethon time. Yeah. And it'll be here before we know it.
Yes. January 22nd is this year's date. So for whatever reason, we've just always done it in January. So it's our 62nd annual telethon. It's been going on for a very long time.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, it obviously works because,
It does. Yeah, it really does. People keep asking us, like, so y'all are changing so many things, events kind of come and go.
Yeah.
What do you think? We're like, well, telethon's here to stay. I mean, even though it's kind of more of an old school style of things, as long as y'all will have us as partners, I guess we'll always do it. So,
well, of course. And it's so much fun. I mean, because there's so much going on during the telethon as well.
Yes. So the telethon's actually in Abilene, for those who don't know about it. It's actually at the Abilene Convention Center, and we have y'all's partner station helps us there, and then some of y'all, and maybe you'll be helping a little bit more this year. I hope so.
Yeah, hint to my bosses.
yes. I've already put a bug in their ear, so hopefully we need a few new anchors down there. So we really have live stream on KTAB is who actually does most of it with the live stream as well as the videoing, and then we bring in a crew from Nashville as well that does it, and so it is an all-day thing that's streamed from Texas to Oklahoma and every small town in between, all of whatever stations y'all have, all of those stations. There's a lot, y'all. There's a lot. So we have all those and all the sister stations with Nexstar, or who we go with. And then we also have a live stream that's shown throughout the United States as well. Actually, everyone can access it. So it's really interesting. It's really fun. Last year was my first telethon, and I was just so excited to see it all come together. It's a ton of hard work. We start really the planning in the summer.
Yeah, I was about to say.
For it. So
yeah, y'all have been working on this for quite some time. We have already.
Yes, we have. So the hardest part really of this whole thing has been getting entertainers. So we have entertainers that we have that trade out every year, and we always have really big headliners that get to come. Last year we had Neil McCoy and Runaway June, which were so great, along with kind of our tried and true. We had Red Seagull, who's just a true friend to the Rehab Center.
So great. He's
the best. And then we had Ryan Page last year. So those were kind of the four entertainers that we had. This year it's been really difficult just because last year, due to COVID, we had a lot of people who were hungry to entertain, and then some people who really were worried about COVID and didn't want to get out. This year we're having to adjust schedules. So some of the tours are on, some of the tours are off. Sometimes, the week before. So people are kind of hesitant to sign a contract for January because, as you guys know, every day is different.
It is.
It's so hard to plan. And for event planning and events, it has been very, very challenging to plan for stuff. So I did get the go-ahead this morning to go ahead and announce our entertainers. So y'all are the first, which I always try to give you guys like the very first.
Yes, and we love that.
Yes, I always try to. So actually, this has not been announced anywhere. So y'all are truly the first to know about our entertainers. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
So our headliner will be Gabby Barrett, and she is just CMA Music. She has been winning All-American Music Awards. She is going to be so fun. We're so excited to have Gabby. So she's going to be our new up-and-comer, which we always have. And then we're going to have Sawyer Brown.
Oh, yeah.
We love Sawyer Brown, and we're really excited. And then we're also going to have Red. He's going to be back with us. And then there's a local favorite from Abilene. Her name's Ariel Hutchins that we're really excited to have Ariel with us.
That is a great
lineup. So we're very excited about it. We have just commitments from everybody, so we're very excited to be able to announce that today to you guys.
That is so awesome.
You're the first to know, as I always try to tell you guys. So you can tell your friends now that Gabby Barrett, which the young ones will be so excited about her, and then kind of our tried and true act will be a Sawyer Brown, and then again you'll get to see Red and hear Red, which he's such just a blessing to Rehab and to everybody that meets him. And then sweet Ariel, y'all will be excited to hear her story, and her connection to Rehab Center.
Wow. Oh, so there's a connection.
There is. There's a great connection to the Rehab Center that maybe we can get to tell on the next time. So yeah, but she's so great. We've been doing interviews already with her. We've gotten some promos. Y'all will see her on promos, and then also Red on promos as well. And then as soon as we kind of get everything lined out with Gabby and with Sawyer Brown, you'll be able to see them too.
So, that is fantastic. That's a great, I mean, you kind of hit everybody there, you know, all the viewers.
Yes, and that's what we try to do. We try to hit all the different types of viewers, have the younger sing kind of later on in the evening, have the older crowd earlier on, and then we also have lots of patient stories. So right now we are kind of going through all of our patient stories because we have so many wonderful patients at the Rehab Center. So last week I actually got to go do one of the patient stories. Okay. So I know you get to report and interview people all the time, but I don't always get to do that. So I actually got to be on the other side asking the questions, and it was really cool. So we have a really sweet little boy. I think I've talked to you guys about. His name is Gunnar Quirk, and he was our patient for our roundup events. So he has Kabuki syndrome, and he is just the most precious little boy. We actually had never treated a child with Kabuki syndrome before at the Rehab Center, and his family was driving to and from Cook's Children's monthly for their appointments.
Ooh, that's a drive.
It's a drive. So one of our board members, Serena Terry, had told us about this wonderful family, and they're actually living on her ranch, and their father is the foreman on the Terry Ranch. Okay. And so she had said, is there a way that we can get them connected, West Texas Rehab and Gunnar's family connected? Yeah. So she actually called Steve, who got her connected with our pediatric department, and Lindsay said, okay, let's look at it. So we were actually able to see Gunnar, and he's coming weekly for his appointments. Oh my goodness. And he has seen all of the disciplinaries that we offer at West Texas Rehab: speech, OT, physical therapy. He's seeing our audiologist. He's actually seeing orthotics and prosthetics as well. So he's going to be a wonderful story that I can't wait to share with you guys, along with, we have a great veterans piece. We have a great orthotics and prosthetics piece. So it's just wonderful. I can see you tearing up right now because it's one of those things that's so heartwarming that we get to do every day.
It is. Yeah. And y'all, I mean, y'all do this every day, and it's amazing that you get to actually show these stories, you know, because they will bring tears to your eyes. They will tug at your heartstrings. And I mean, you live that every single day.
We do. It's absolutely wonderful. It's such a great place to work. I know we always say that great things happen at Rehab every day, but it really does. It really does. So I'm really excited. We got to go out to the Terry Ranch and film a little bit at the Terry Ranch. Good. We got to actually see Gunnar. He was riding on his therapy horse. I know. He has a little therapy horse named Scooter, and so it's so cute. They used to call Gunnar Scooter because he would scoot on his bottom because he couldn't crawl. And so because Kabuki syndrome, you have mental and physical disabilities with it. And so they just weren't really sure how he was going to grow and what that would look like. So they were about to get him a wheelchair, and then 2 weeks later, after his therapy horse, he started walking. Yeah. Wow. And so he just gets to live the life on the ranch that he wants to because of all the services that he receives from the Rehab Center. And he is donor sponsorship program. So all of the money that we raise and during the telethon as well goes straight back to our patients that we get to see. And I know I told you guys this a million times, but we see 650 patients a day in all three facilities.
That's a lot.
And we see Gunnar every week for all the disciplinaries. So we get to see him on Tuesdays. So he's such a joy, and his family is such a joy for us to get to see. So that's just one of the patient stories that y'all will get to hear about. And then his family is going to be on stage to do some live interviewing as well. So you'll get to see him on stage and his wonderful mom, Katrina, and their family story.
That is just amazing. And I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of people are like, okay, well, you know, we're raising money. Here's this telethon, or here's this event, or whatever. But you actually show where the money is going here.
We do straight to the patients. So we'll have patient stories that are woven in between the entertainers and entertain the auction and all the things that we do at the telethon. We'll actually be able to see those patients. So if you're around the area in Abilene, or if you are local to San Angelo and want to come, you can actually come in person. So last year we really didn't have a very large audience because of COVID, but this year we're able to have a full audience. So you can purchase a ticket if you want to. You can call our office for that and actually attend the telethon in person. So you can watch the entertainment if you want to, or you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. We've got a couple options.
Lots of options. They keep the options open for you. So another thing we got to talk about is, another way to help is that auction. Yes. So you can actually make a pledge a lot of different ways.
So we have our board and friends calling. So if you are familiar with the West Texas Rehab and you've given before, you might be expecting a call this next week through our board and friends campaign. And that's basically where one of our board members or one of our friends calls you and says, would you like to make a pledge to the West Texas Rehab Center? You don't have to pay it right away. We understand it's the holidays. It's a time for everybody. But in January, whenever maybe you're making a fresh budget, you're kind of figuring out what you want to give to, you can make a pledge. You can pay that out for the entire year. And so, I make a pledge through my paycheck monthly. And so it just comes straight from my paycheck as the rehab center. But we can draft it through your bank account. You can write a check, however you want to do. We can actually have a letter that we send out to everybody. And there's a scanning option with a QR code. You just click your phone and you can just make a donation right straight from there. So our most frequent donation is $25 a month.
Wow.
And that is how we are able to raise $1.6 million last year.
Wow.
From the telethon. So there are so many ways to give, including that Board and Friends campaign. You can go ahead and go online right now and make your pledge. You can make a one-time donation or a monthly donation, however works best for you. But that is our number one donation is $25 a month.
Wow. That's amazing because, sometimes I think people may feel, oh, well, that's not enough. That won't really do anything.
Right.
But it does.
It makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference because if you look at this and we have 25,000 people that are all giving $25 a month, what does that make? What does that really make an impact?
Yeah.
It is a huge impact for these patients that we get to see every day, for our facilities, for our equipment, for our patients. People say, well, I'm not donor sponsorship. I will never be using this. But did you use a piece of equipment that was purchased through those funds? You did. And so actually you are getting to make a difference and you are using that equipment that people are donating. So it's really cool. It's really life-changing. It really, really is. And so there's so many ways for you to give. So Board and Friends is a huge way that you can make a $25 donation or whatever you want to make. And then also our auction. So we have our largest auction that we have. It's actually the largest auction in West Texas. It's about 650 items that we have that my donor relations team is responsible for in both locations. So it's a big undertaking. We're really into it right now. But if you have a business or you have a service, you do tree trimming, you do Christmas lights, you do nails, you have a Mary Kay business and the Tilda Jane, whatever it is, Stella and Dot, whatever it is, and you would like to give something, we would love to take it off your hands and put it in our auction. So
they will take it.
Yes,
folks.
we'll take it from you. So what we like to say is it's about $150 item.
Okay.
But if it's less, then we'll put it in a package with something else, and then we will give you free advertising.
Ooh.
So we will advertise your auction items on the internet, and so they'll be on our website. We'll also have a live feed that day, and then it will also, every single item will be on our auction show. So we will have an auction show, the pre-auction show, which is also it's streamed on all of it's streamed and then also live on stations throughout the day as well. And so people will watch it and your item will come on the screen and it'll have your donor name and your logo. So you provide us a logo. That's new this year. Your logo will be on the screen. And then all you do is provide us your item and we take care of the rest. Wow. So you can provide a description and the logo and then we will do the advertising for you. The bigger the item, the more the advertising, just because we'll push it more for you. And then if you have a large item that you would like to donate, say it's a car or a boat, I know this year is difficult, an ATV or something like that you would like to donate, then we will do a guarantee, which is $1,000. So if it sells, then you can get some of the proceeds and then we'll get some of the proceeds. If it doesn't sell, you donate $1,000 to the rehab center for the advertising that we were able to give to you.
Yeah.
So it really works great. You can call our office. Our number's on the screen there. You can just ask for me or Stacy or Lauren or Doran, your friends that you get to see all the time.
Yes.
And we will take it off your hands. We are happy to do that for you. You can donate a painting. You can donate, like I said, services. Nails are really good. Jewelry is really good. We've had people do Kendra Scott jewelry, Stella and Dot,
nice,
Mary Kay products, anything that you want. Hunts. People donate hunts to their family ranches, which are great. We have like a helicopter hog hunt we've had one year. We have whitetail hunts. Maybe it's great to take your grandkid out or something like that. So really anything, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, they will figure it out. They will take it. Yeah. Just give it to them.
Yes, we take antique items as well. So we've had like people give us antique items for the telethon. We do, market them as gently used, and so we understand the antique part of it. But if you have antique items that you would like to donate, high-end antique items, maybe you have an estate sale and you are looking to donate some guns, to get rid of some guns for an estate sale, all those types of things that we will take. So even though it kind of sounds weird and you're not 100%, if we would take them, just call us. Yeah. We're happy to. Last year we had an antique pram, like a stroller, an antique buggy, and someone purchased it for their antique room in their home. And they put like dolls inside of it, and it was just something that they were really looking for, and a collectible they had been looking for years.
And they found it.
At the Rehab auction. So let's just say, I promise. And if you're a collector and you're looking for collector items, we do have a lot of sports memorabilia.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if you want to donate sports memorabilia, or you're looking to purchase sports memorabilia, come to our auction, because we do have a lot of that. I know we're going to have a Jimbo Fisher, if you're an A&M fan, signed football this year.
Okay.
That's fully donated. So we're going to have a lot of jerseys, Cowboys jerseys and Rangers and local Texas teams. So that's one way you can donate, is you can give, or you can also purchase on the auction as well.
So you might get a bargain if you're out shopping.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, definitely, look at those things, and we have the values, and then you can actually start online on December 10th is whenever the auction's going to go online. So not all the items will be up by then, but most of them will be, or a good portion of them. So you can go ahead and start looking at the items, and then they'll be live through January 22nd, and it will close at midnight that night.
Got it.
And then we'll send you a notification via the Handbid app. So there's actually a little app on your phone called Handbid, and you can just download it and then select our auction. It'll sign you up for notifications. You can put your information in, and then you can just click bid, and it'll bid for you.
That is amazing. Yeah. Making it super easy for you folks.
Yeah, you don't have to call. You don't have to be there or anything. You can just do it all online. It's worked really well. We've done it for the past several years, and last year it was the highest grossing and net auction that we've ever had.
Wow.
And then highest grossing and net telethon ever.
That is amazing.
Yes. And it also just shows how giving you guys really are. It's just so giving. Our community is so giving during tough times, and you show up and you continue to show up. I know we've talked about the flood a lot. No, we've talked about the flood a lot. But we are still dealing with the repairs for the flood. We're dealing with trying to overcome that. And so this year we really need to show up. We need to show up and be able to. I know we won't be able to beat something every year, and we understand that. We understand it's been a tough year for a lot of people, and maybe you don't have the inventory, and maybe you can't give something, but be creative. Think of something you have. Think of a service that you can offer. I know, like the television station gives us advertising. If you have a business that you're able to do advertising, we appreciate our partners that we spend money on being able to give back to us. So if we haven't reached out to you, please reach out to us, and we are so happy to take any item or come up with items for you guys that we would like in our auction.
Exactly. And it sounds like a win-win for everybody, because they're getting advertising. Y'all are raising money for your fabulous work at the Rehab Center. I mean, it just is a win-win.
It really is. And so we've been able to do this, like I said, for 62 years. And the reason why we continue to do this is because of our supporters. We have such amazing supporters. We had a story out of Kingsland, Texas, where a family had been giving $25 every month for about, I think it was close to 30 years.
Wow.
And they passed away. We didn't really know them. And they left their entire estate to the West Texas Rehab Center.
Oh my goodness.
Because they'd seen us. They'd never been here. They are not local, but they had watched the telethon every single year. They had gotten letters from Steve. They had seen the patient stories. They had heard about it. Never even stepped foot in San Angelo. Didn't even know about our facility, and actually stepped foot in our facility and left their entire estate over $1 million to the Rehab Center.
Wow.
And that's why we have it. That is why we have the telethon, is because we are able to broadcast it out to more than just our area. And people say, well, why would I give to something that I have never been to? But you can see it. You can see the lives that are changed because of the telethon. So it's really powerful. It's really neat. If you are local, or if you're not and you want to come tour the center, we're still having tours even through the remodel. And so I always like to say that to people is come see our patients, visit with them. If you're wondering where your money goes, I will show you. I will introduce you to people that are affected by the life-changing things that we're doing there.
Oh, that's just amazing. I mean, the stories that come out of there, we could fill up hours and hours and hours and days with all of the wonderful things.
Yes, we're having to cut stories because we don't have enough airtime.
Yeah.
We're like, but this story's so great, or this patient's so great. Oh, we're gonna have to push them to next year.
Yeah.
Have it at a different event. Because we just can't highlight every single day of all the goodness that happens every single day. We truly can't, but we do have some very special ones that we're going to share with you guys this year. And then we're also working on an updated website to have ongoing stories that we're going to be doing as well, so that we're able to share more goodness with you.
Yeah. You can just go access it with a click.
Yes. So again, it's on your screen, but westtexasrehab.org. You can make a donation there. You can go ahead and do that. Or there's a little pop-up button that you can't actually get through until you press that you've read it. And I have that feature added, talking about our auction when it's going live. If you would like to download it, you can just click of a button and access it through our website if that's easier for you guys. And then also our phone number is on the screen, and you can call and ask to talk to me, Berkeley Puckitt, or anyone in the donor relations staff, and we will direct you to whatever you need, whether it's a donation or an item or anything. We're happy to take it off your hands and come get it from you.
That is fantastic. Well, Berkeley, thank you so much for giving all this awesome information. Do you have any other thoughts you want to share?
No, I just wanted to give you guys the headliners one more time for the telethon. It's Gabby Barrett, Sawyer Brown, and also Red Steagall and Ariel Hutchins.
Wonderful group there.
Yes.
Sure to entertain all ages.
We're so excited. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to us or visit our website. And thank you again so much for your continued support. And thank you, Senora, for having me.
Well, of course. Yes. And of course, we got to thank you for watching. Hey, that's all the time we have for right now, but we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.